Welcome back. Welcome back, Chargers fans. Today, this can be a shorter video. I'm just going to be talking about why I think the edge rushing duo of Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack isn't necessarily the most important aspect, because obviously Justin Herbert is the given answer of what's the most important thing about Chargers winning the Super Bowl, Chargers being successful next year. But outside of Justin Herbert, I think that the number one thing that will take this team from perennially just underachieving, I guess, every single year, Chargers are a media sweetheart. And then, whether most of the time it's just been injuries, but last year should have made the playoffs, lost. I think we finished 1-3 or 1-4, unacceptable. But I think that Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack will be the thing, or at least have potential to be the thing that pushes this team over the top and into a Super Bowl. But before I get in too far into that, you guys should go check out the other video that I did about drafting a 33rd NFL team, because I gave a little update in that. I know it's been a while, Chargers fans specifically, since I posted a video. I'm going to try and post a little bit more often. I just got done with a lot of changes and doing a lot of stuff, but I am back. And also, before I get into anything, I just thought of this, but if any of you guys are interested in joining or making a fantasy football league, I would be very down. Money, preferably money league, not that much, like 10, 15, 20 bucks, if that. But just comment down below and we can get in touch about that. But getting into it, obviously an argument can be made for every single position group that wide receivers are the key to success for this upcoming year. I don't think that would be a great argument. We have a deep group. It's very, very good. A good mix of talents, a good mix of ages as well. Offensive line, pretty decent argument, just because there's a lot of volatility, I feel like. Like, will Rashawn Slater repeat his rookie year, actually be that all-pro level left tackle? Matt Filer, hopefully just consistent once again. Corey Linsley, I mean, best center in the NFL. Zion Johnson, is he going to live up to the first-round hype? He did have some pretty good plays against, what's his name? Fox. I think it was just some one-on-ones. I don't know if he faced anybody else, but it was like one good rep and it got shared everywhere. And then hopefully Trey Pipkin starting at right tackle. Huge question mark. An offensive line outside of Justin Herbert. Obviously, offensive line really is the lifeblood, the heartbeat of almost the entire football team. If you can just dominate the offensive line, the line of scrimmage, it will make a huge difference over the course of a year. But I would argue, and then running back, not really. I would argue that Joey Bosa, and they have them listed, or yeah, I guess kind of makes sense they have them listed both as outside linebackers, but both of our edge players. One of my friends texted me and asked me for a bold prediction for this year. He wasn't specific at all. I had no idea what he was talking about. But for the Chargers specifically, my bold prediction was that Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa can combine for 30 sacks, which would be 15 each. I could also see Joey going for 17, Khalil for 13, something like that. But I don't think Joey Bosa for sure hasn't had an edge rusher across from him of Khalil Mack's level before. Yes, Melvin Ingram was pretty decent, a good veteran edge rusher, similar in a way to Khalil Mack and how they rush, but it wasn't Khalil Mack. And Khalil Mack definitely has never had a Joey Bosa across from him. Who is the Bears' other edge player? He's pretty decent. He had a good year last year, but the combination, the more I think about it, like, yes, our secondary is one loaded and should be very, very good. Once again, a lot of volatility there. But Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack and the ability to get just at least average players on the interior, one of them is going to have a one-on-one on almost every single play. And playing against quarterbacks like Derek Carr, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, we already don't know, one, how he's going to mesh anywhere outside of Seattle. Two, he has struggled historically against too high shell looks where that's really all you see pre-snap. And he takes good care of his body. He hasn't shown that many signs of aging, but he does rely on his legs a good bit to scramble, get out of trouble, and create after with his legs. Derek Carr, once he gets rattled, once he gets some pressure on him, it's a pretty noticeable drop off, I would say. And then Patrick Mahomes is going to be Patrick Mahomes. He's very good. But I just think that the consistent ability to get pressure off of the edge can be the lifeblood. And I mean, that's why these edge players get paid so much money, because all of the analytics, I mean, even the actual football coaches have caught on, the guys who don't believe in analytics, but they have caught on that you need to pay for these guys, because people who can win consistently, one-on-ones, sometimes double teams, and clear pass rushing situations, and then obviously guys like Khalil Mack where they're able to stop the run as well. That's just an added bonus. But if you're able to consistently get pressure, it changes the course of the football game, a season, but also on a more specific level, the mindset of every single quarterback, because you know for a fact that you have to get the ball out fast. Unless you want to put a tight end on each side to chip, but you're going to have to game plan primarily. I mean, yes, we saw Derwin, J.C. Jackson in the secondary, but you have to game plan for Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. If you're not keeping extra guys in to help with that, it's always going to sit in the back of their mind of, wow, which way do I slip out if I feel pressure? If I feel Khalil Mack absolutely shredding my left tackle every single play, I'm going to want to drift right a little bit, step up, or just start almost rolling outright every single play. But you can't do that, because then you're just going to be rolling into Joey Bosa. And I think, yes, there are such things as coverage sacks, and I'm sure that we're going to get a good amount of those this year. Hopefully we do. But I think that it's going to start with our pass rush, and our secondary players are going to be able to play off of that and play more aggressive because of that, because they know that they're not going to have to cover for 3, 4, 5 seconds. They can cover for 2 seconds, and after that, eyes on the quarterback. If the ball is coming, the ball should be coming, because the quarterback isn't going to have more time than that. Before, we had Joey Bosa getting double or triple teamed, and Uchenna Nwosu or Chris Rumph on the other side, most of the time with a one-on-one, but also most of the time not winning that one-on-one. So the quarterback could either just sit in the pocket or roll out left most of the time, since Joey rushes from the quarterback's right most of the time. And that just, when in doubt, they knew where to go. But with guys coming from both sides, there's no more when in doubt, you know where to go. And I think that's what the driving force is going to be. Our secondary revamped, loaded. I think there's going to be a lot of picks, but that's going to be because of the edge rushers. Joey Bosa, real quick, last year, 85.5 grade. I thought he had a pretty decent year last year, but I thought it was kind of a step back, which actually I guess it was because I'm pretty sure he normally grades in the 90s. Overall, let me double check. Yeah, he's actually normally in the 90s, so he deserves every penny that he got. 27 years old. Khalil Mack, I want to say 30, 31 and a half, but just cherry on top, written by Sam Monson, May 19th of this year. Tier 1 of edge rushers. My mind is just blown that we have two of these guys because, just like I was saying, if you have one of these guys, game changer, great, but you can game plan against it a little bit. But having a guy on both sides, number 3, Khalil Mack, number 5, Joey Bosa, and he has Micah Parsons in there. I don't know if I would have put, in terms of edge rushers, I don't think I would put Micah Parsons above Joey Bosa as an edge rusher. Defensive Player of the Year candidate, maybe, but that's a little bit, I don't really know where he's going with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think is going to be. It's not the most important thing because obviously Justin Herbert, if Justin Herbert goes down, season's done. If Justin Herbert plays average, we have a shot of making the playoffs, but if Justin Herbert plays like he has been his whole career, and if he's on, we're going to go places almost no matter what. But what do you guys think is the key player, maybe key unit that can take this team from where it has been in terms of being a pretty good roster, but just never finishing, never actually making a run and pushing us over the top? And also, let me know in the comments if you guys want to join the fantasy team or fantasy league. But that should do it. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.